What's going on again, everyone? It's your boy Uche with another late night video. If you've been following me on my channel, you do probably have noticed that I normally record in a totally different setting, more lights. I'm dressed better normally, but I decided to do something a little bit different tonight. It is late at night. I'm getting ready for bed. I've been working all day. Been a very busy day and I'm getting ready for bed. This is sort of like what I do every night, part of my ritual, my routine ritual, where I meditate, I pray a little bit, I introspect. Sometimes I talk to myself. And tonight I just decided to record it. But this is something that I do every day, every night before I go to bed. And I was asking myself, if I were to die today, would I die fulfilled? Would I die accomplished? Would I die in peace? And the answer is yes. And the reason why the answer is yes is because every single day of my life, I treat it as though it could be my last. I am very intentional in everything I do. Very intentional. I call this intentionality taking my pill. I try to love, starting with myself. I understand that there is a lot of pain in the world, and I try to intentionally not be part of that pain, to not cause someone harm, someone else pain, while I'm healing mine. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because this word sucks. It is what it is. This is the absolute fact. It's meant to suck. That is part of the being process. Every single one of us, we must all go through this being of human being. It is part of the journey. And some spiritual teachers will tell you that being a human being, as in this reality that we call life, is probably the hardest in all of being itself. And also the shortest, or at least one of the shortest. But it's meant to suck. It's not meant to be easy. It's bumpy. It's hard. It's a lot of pain. Philosophers call it existential pain. And part of this pain is because we are cut off from everything else. Like, as human beings, we don't know where we came from. We don't know what we're supposed to be doing half the time. And we don't even know where we're going once we're dead. We're caught up from everything, and it feels so alien being here. The anxiety, the anticipation, not knowing what's next, the separation of identity, all of that does a whole lot of things in our heads. But we have to remember that this world is not our home. We are passing by. Just as we were born, someday we will be gone someday. That is important, imperative that we are intentional in every single thing that we do to pass, because this is all a test. I could even go much deeper to share that none of this is real, but I don't want to scare a lot of people. I don't want to scare anyone. That's a whole different conversation. But this world is a test. It's part of the being process, and there's so much pain, and there's so much hurt, and there's so much agony and so much misery in this world. And it's very important that we take our pills with being intentional every single day of our lives, so we do not get trapped in this world, in this reality, or pseudo reality, if you want to call it that. And one of the ways that we can overcome and pass through this world is by making alliance with the right people. I've always mentioned this in the past, that one of the best things that you could do for yourself as a human being is being extremely picky with who you let into your circle. These people will be your blind spot mirror. And it takes time to develop that. First of all, you have to find who you are, know who you are, love yourself for who you are, and reject everything that the world tells you that you need to be. Being intentional and loving yourself, being present at all times. This is what I call taking my pill. And then after that's accomplished, you have to find people like you. I call this people who speak your language, people who also take their pills. You watch each other. You watch over each other's back. I remember when I was in the military, when we go out in the fields to train, we would take turns, to sleep. A couple of soldiers would stay awake while the other ones would sleep. The ones awake are the security. And then after a few hours, we swap. This is what you do when you have those blind spot soldiers. I call them soldiers. You are intentional to be the best that you can. You are intentional to love yourself, to remember your consciousness that has brought you forth into this world. You are intentional to not get consumed by the pain and misery and malarkey and the illusions in this pseudo-reality, so your soul doesn't get trapped here. And it gets difficult, trust me, believe me, I know. My cross is heavy. This is why it is important that you take your pill every single day by being intentional to love yourself and stay away from anything that lowers your vibration, and also make sure to embrace people like you. And this takes time. And I've come to realize that the formula for this, although so simple, a lot of people miss it for some reason. You have to be a person willing to be vulnerable and honest. Vulnerability, honesty, that will take you a long way. When you are vulnerable, embodying everything that you are and rejecting everything that you're not, in full honesty, you exude being itself. You exude your own natural essence. And the people that the universe has aligned for you would naturally gravitate towards you. These are your soldiers. These are your blind spot mirror. And together, with intentionality in taking your pills, you can survive this world. I want to survive this world. And I hope everyone survives this world. And there's a deeper reason why I say this, and I've talked about this before. I see the universe as one. All of us, we are all one, literally. The universe is a body of being itself. It's alive. And every single one of us, every single human being who has ever walked the earth, is walking the earth, or will ever walk the earth, is part of that body. When you win, I win. We all win. So this is a formula that I am recommending to everyone to intentionally take your pill. I've talked about this on previous episodes, that the path of self-discovery is often lonely and unfortunately quite dark. In a world filled with so much distractions, again, this world is not our home. It's a foreign reality. It's a foreign pseudo-reality. There's so much distraction to trap you here. Even the Bible talks about how the devil has been cast down from heaven and has been given dominion over this world. The devil is the ruler of this world. So this world is not ours. The devil, Lucifer, the serpent, lives here. This is his or her or its territory. It is king of this place. And because this thing is serpentine in nature, which means it's cunning, it has so much distractions to trap our souls here. We must out-clever it. It tries to indoctrinate us into the ways of the world so that we can forget our essence of being, our pure essence of being, which comes from divine, untainted light. But it's important that we come home by being intentional, by being silent in stillness, walking in silence, walking in stillness, paying attention to the voice of God that lives within us, being intentional in literally every single thing we do, intentional in what you eat, intentional where you go, intentional in what you say, intentional in what you do, intentional in where you work, who you work with, what you do, who you do it with. Be intentional with the people you let into your circle, because those people can affect your energy vibration. They can lower it, heighten it, and the more you intentionally, quote unquote, take your pill, and people around you take your pill, the better you stand to survive, the better we stand to survive this reality as one. This is part of my routine nightly ritual, and I just wanted to record this one today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm doing the best I can. It's not easy. I've been nothing but vulnerable on this channel. I literally have all of my life on this channel on the internet. It is not easy. It's a very heavy cross. But I have to respect the divine necessity in what I'm doing, because I live my life every day as though it could be my last. And if tonight was to be my last night in this world, I would die a happy man. I would die fulfilled because I did it. I did it all. And most importantly, I won. I won being me. Even though the world tried to tell me everything that I'm not, they try to kill my vibe, they try to lower my vibe, they try to kill my spirit, they try to harm me, they try to make me spread my energy thin to have my soul trapped here for all eternity. But I won. I won being the divine manifestation that God has brought me forth to be. This is what I wish for everyone, because wishing you that is wishing me that, because in the end, truly, we are one. And we will all reunite someday or sometime in some reality, if not in this one, the next. Peace and love. Uche.